The dawn light spilled across the glass towers of Concord Station, the political center of the Interstellar Compact. Ambassador Elias Carter walked the elevated garden paths where delegates from hundreds of star systems met under banners of peace. Alien families shared the walkways with humans, children of wildly different shapes and colors laughing together beneath artificial trees. Carter paused near the observation rail, gazing down at the docking ring where ships arrived from across known space, each hull marked with the emblem of its homeworld. Humanity had waited centuries for this moment, and only 160 years earlier, Earth had finally been welcomed into galactic society. "Still admiring how far your species has come?" asked Envoy Threxel, a tall mantis-like Lurathi whose faceted eyes shimmered in the morning glow. He had worked alongside Carter for over a decade and was considered one of humanity's strongest allies. Carter smiled. "Every day. It's easy to forget how quickly everything changed." Threxel's slender limbs folded politely. "Young species often surprise us. Your adaptability has impressed even the elders." That word again. Elders. Species that had crossed the stars before humans invented writing. They spoke kindly, patiently, always reminding humanity that peace required restraint. Carter had accepted that role gladly. Humanity had been violent once. Everyone agreed on that. Now they were learning better ways. His tablet chimed with updates. Trade accords were finalized. Cultural exchanges approved. The upcoming Unity commemoration would be humanity's proudest moment yet. Celebrations across 48 human worlds, welcoming alien guests to share food, music, and history. Carter himself had proposed it, believing trust had to be demonstrated, not demanded. "The Compact approved the celebration," Threxel said smoothly. "A rare honor for a younger race." Carter felt pride stir in his chest. "We want the galaxy to know we're grateful." Threxel's mandibles clicked in approval. Gratitude is a sign of maturity. Later that day, Carter received a secure call from Fleet Marshal Naomi Reyes. Her expression was controlled but tense. "We're tracking unusual deployments near human systems. Mostly elder fleets. They claim it's routine security." Carter frowned. "That doesn't align with diplomatic briefings." Reyes shook her head slightly. "Just be cautious." That evening, Carter dined with Threxel overlooking the city lights. The Lurathi spoke warmly of peace, of humanity's growth, of how far they had come from their brutal beginnings. "You've learned to be civilized," Threxel said gently. Carter smiled, unaware that the word sounded less like praise and more like a farewell. Section 2, The Day the Music Stopped, 450 words. Unity Day began under clear skies on Terra Nova, Earth's most populous colony. Billions filled streets and plazas, dressed in vibrant colors representing allied worlds. Food stalls offered delicacies from across the galaxy. Music echoed through the air, and orbital stations reported record arrivals of alien visitors. Dr. Lena Park watched from the station balcony as shuttles descended in precise patterns. "All colonies reporting full participation," her aide said. "This will be remembered forever." On the surface, 12-year-old Noah Carter ran through the crowds with his friends, waving a small banner painted with alien symbols he'd learned in school. He stopped at a booth staffed by Lurathi guests, fascinated as they demonstrated intricate hand-weaving techniques. One of them offered him a cup of fragrant liquid. "A traditional drink," the alien said kindly. Noah thanked them and practiced Lurathi, grinning with pride. At exactly midday the aliens began leaving. At first no one noticed. Delegations quietly boarded shuttles. Apologies were offered. Schedules blamed. Within minutes, every visiting elder species had vanished from the planet. An hour later people began to fall. Noah felt dizzy walking home. The air smelled strangely sweet. Ahead of him, adults collapsed in the street. Someone screamed. He ran to his neighbor, shaking her shoulder, but her skin was cold, unnaturally soft. Across the city, alarms wailed as medical systems failed. Hospitals flooded with patients who never recovered. In orbit, Dr. Park stared at the readings scrolling across her console. "This isn't a disease," she whispered. "It's engineered. Targeted." She turned to her crew. "It's killing only humans." Across 47 worlds the same horror unfolded. Water systems, food processors, atmospheric recyclers. The pathogen had been everywhere. Entire planets went silent. Earth Command watched as colony signals vanished one by one. "Terra Nova is dark," an officer said, voice breaking. 3 billion, gone. By the end of the day over 5 billion humans were dead. The Interstellar Compact convened immediately. Delegates expressed sorrow. Investigations were promised. Patience was urged. Quarantine zones sealed human space, cutting off aid for safety reasons. Ambassador Carter listened as former allies spoke of procedure while humanity burned. From the bridge of her flagship, Marshal Reyes surveyed the remnants of Earth's fleet. Fewer than 400 ships remained. Humanity stood alone, grieving, surrounded by those who called this tragedy unfortunate. Then a message arrived. Encrypted. Desperate. From a source claiming responsibility. Reyes authorized the transmission, unaware it would shatter the last belief humanity had left. The recording played in silence. The alien on screen looked weak, his once proud frame trembling. "My name is Dr. Velrix," he said. "I helped design the weapon that killed your people." He paused, mandibles quivering. "I exposed myself to it. I will not survive." The pathogen, he explained, had been called correction. Built over 5 years. Approved unanimously by elder councils. Humanity's rapid advancement had terrified them. "You learned too fast," Velrix said. "You adapted too well. In time you would have challenged us." Files flooded Earth Command. Trade agreements used as surveillance. Cultural programs mapping population centers. Psychological studies analyzing human defiance. Records of extinct civilizations erased for similar reasons. Humanity was not the first. Just the latest. The plan had been precise. Kill enough to cripple, not enough to end resistance entirely. Then arrive with aid. Oversight. Restrictions. A controlled species, forever grateful, forever contained. President Alias Santos convened the surviving colonies. The debate lasted minutes. Withdrawal from the compact passed unanimously. Diplomatic channels were severed. Military authority transferred fully to Marshal Reyes. "For 160 years, Santos said in a broadcast to humanity, we obeyed their rules. We trusted their civilization. And they murdered us for it." Her voice hardened. "Now we stop being civilized." What the elders never knew was that humanity had never fully trusted peace. Hidden shipyards drifted in dark orbits. Research facilities buried beneath asteroids. Artificial intelligences trained beyond compact law. Humanity's greatest deception was not weakness, but restraint. Within hours, fleets emerged from places the galaxy had never monitored. Sleek vessels, autonomous, terrifyingly precise. Numbers doubled, then tripled. Factories unfolded in space, consuming raw matter and producing warships faster than enemies could react. The first target was an elder military outpost, chosen deliberately. No civilians. No ambiguity. Elder commanders prepared for a conventional battle. They never got one. Self-replicating machines spread through the system, dismantling defenses, rewriting physics. Gravitational weapons crushed ships without firing a shot. In 18 hours the outpost surrendered. Reyes addressed the defeated commanders. "We won't erase you," she said calmly. "We'll let you live." Reduced. Washed. Remembering. The message spread faster than fear. The galaxy had misjudged humanity's silence for submission. Now it understood the truth. Civilization had never made humans weak. It had only delayed the response. The war did not last long. Elder fleets fell in minutes, not battles. Numbers meant nothing against machines that learned faster than biology could think. Entire armadas surrendered without firing, their commanders realizing resistance only fed humanity's growth. Systems once ruled for millennia collapsed under technologies no council had imagined possible. Humanity did not exterminate its enemies. That was the lesson. Species that had engineered genocide were stripped of technology and relocated to marginal worlds. Stone tools. Basic shelter. Nothing more. They would rebuild, slowly, painfully, knowing survival depended entirely on human mercy. Species that had opposed the atrocity became junior partners. Those who remained silent were ignored completely, cut off from trade and communication, left to fade into irrelevance. Death was merciful. Obscurity was forever. 18 months later, Marshal Reyes stood on the observation deck of Earth's new capital, built above the former heart of the Elder Alliance. Below her stretched memorial gardens, each path marked with the names of the dead. Billions of names. Humanity's cost. President Santos joined her, watching construction drones reshape the planet. "The galaxy is quiet," she said. "No wars. No disputes." Reyes nodded. "Fear works. Any regrets?" Santos asked. Reyes considered the question. She remembered children dancing at Unity Day. She remembered worlds going dark. "Trust got our people killed," she replied. "Fear keeps them alive." A transmission arrived from the remnants of the compact, requesting negotiation. Reyes denied it without response. There was nothing left to discuss. In her final log of the day, she spoke the words that would define an era. The elders believed civilization belonged to those who controlled it. They taught us that peace without strength is an invitation to extinction. Humanity did not change the rules of the galaxy. We learned them. Outside the station, human fleets patrolled the stars. In newly rebuilt cities, children played beneath human skies, learning a simple truth their ancestors had paid dearly for. Peace was possible. But only because everyone knew what happened to those who tried to destroy humanity. And no one intended to make that mistake again.